What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I am so sorry I'm late. My husband was in here talking smack, so I had to get him together and gather him real quick. But y'all, we are about to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? Season 6, episode 14, Kaya what? Okay, and y'all, let me tell you something. I guess they ain't showing the Whitlows because they the only ones that don't need to use mail for a storyline this season, apparently. So I guess they ain't gonna be seen. Where is the Whitlows? Because they ain't been in the last 2, 3 episodes, okay? But let's just go and get into it, shall we? Man. Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force, yes. Blessing the reap and we going on. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all something. This episode, it was just very evident that you mofos can't do this show without Melody Cherie. You just can't. You just can't. I want y'all to go ahead and accept it. Y'all, this show will officially not survive without Miss Melody Cherie because every single scene, every single somebody was talking about her. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's crazy. The only scene where they weren't talking about her was that irrelevant BS that Kyowa and Kimmy were talking about. So let's start from the beginning, shall we? So Kyowa and Kimmy are sitting down and they're having dinner or whatever the case may be. First and foremost, why are we having this discussion? Kimmy, you don't even really want to be talking about this with Kyowa because you don't what? Give a damn. You really don't. And honestly, I feel like the only reason why you were talking about this is because your dumb bobblehead Casper looking ass husband was the one that sat up there forcing you to have this discussion. And you think you're slick. Y'all check out my video that I did about Kimmy and Maurice on Fox Soul. A hot mess. A hot ghetto mess. Okay. But let's keep moving. So Kimmy sits down with Kyowa and she's like, you know what? I basically took the brunt of all of this because everybody in the media was calling me a side chick, but you didn't do anything to change the rap. Basically, you didn't do anything. Kimmy talking about she sacrificed Jalen. She's like, you know, my son is questioning me. Like, Mom, are you really a side chick? Like, what's going on? You know, I didn't say anything because I didn't want anybody to think that, you know, you guys were, I didn't want to just blow up the whole scene, if you will. Kimmy, you didn't say nothing because you are Maurice's puppet. That's what you are. You pick and choose when you want to defend yourself. And frankly, at this point, I'm Kyowa with it. I don't give a damn. I really don't. Because Kaya was sat there looking at you like she could give two shishes what the hell you was talking about right then and there. She didn't give a damn. Kaya was like, girl, you know, all right, I get it. You know, maybe I could have done some things differently, but like, I didn't know that that was my responsibility to take care of your reputation. Like, my bad. First of all, Kaya, you know what you did. First of all, you was on live with brother Scary Mark. Okay, you was on there talking all the bullshmiggity that you wanted to, talking smack, making it seem like Kimmy was out here and she done stole your raggedy, clear face Casper husband. Okay, all of that. You was out here trying to make Kimmy look like the worst person alive. Now here's the thing, and I keep telling y'all this: I don't give a if Kimmy was a side chick or not. At this point, both of y'all have been married for over 3 years. Kyowa, I think you married. First of all, I heard that Kyowa's husband was Maurice's sister's ex-boyfriend. So all of y'all just keeping it in the family. And that's allegedly, because I don't know if that's true or not. But if that's true, all of y'all keeping it in the family. At least Kimmy was somebody outside of the crew. Like, what are you even talking about right now? All of y'all full of crap. That's just what it is. It is what it is. All of y'all are full of crap. Kimmy, let it the freak go. You are only having this conversation because here's the biggest picture. Maurice is using that to cover up for the fact that he is a trash father, period. So he is forcing Kimmy to have this conversation with Kyowa, which y'all wasted a whole bunch of time, because this whole time y'all could have been sitting there talking about how y'all can do better for Maurice Jr. Y'all could have been talking about his depression. Y'all could have been talking about Kimmy, how he ain't cleaning up and around the house, and how he not doing this and doing the things that he should be doing. Y'all not talking about that, but you're talking about some old shit that don't nobody give two shits about. Don't nobody care about how y'all relationship was on set. At this point, you have settled with Maurice and his limp noodle peen, and Kiowa seems like she's had a realization that she dodged a bullet. I feel like Kiowa is at a place in her life where she feels like, you know what, Kimmy? I see all that you have to go through with Mr. Bean Face over here. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate you taking the fool up off my hands, because I pity the fool. That is you. Okay? In my Mr. T voice. Moving on. So here we go, y'all. Stormy and Melody. Stormy, listen, we know you got a little bit of coin, okay? Stormy wants to show up in her Rolls Royce with a driver. I guess because her and Mel both have the G-Wagons. I guess she's like, oh, well, you ain't got this. You ain't got a Rolls Royce with a driver. Girl, if you don't pay these lawsuits allegedly that you got out here, I don't think you can afford this driver salary no more for this money you got to pay out, sis. So while you over here trying to show off, okay, with your white suit on, I don't know if you thought you was Griselda Blanco when you was going up here, or damn child Teresita from y'all know what the show is on Stars. But moving on, what were you trying to prove? What were you trying to prove with this? Queen of the South, that's what the show is, y'all. I had to remember my damn self. So you pull up in this Rolls Royce, I guess, to prove that you got all this money, but you still don't have the star power that Melody has. And you're jealous. You're jealous. You just mad because, and then Mel didn't give a damn. Like, you came early, so Mel didn't even see you get out the car from the driver. So it was a really wasted attempt to show off, right? So Mel pulls up with her sweatshirt on, promoting her business, Masterclass with Mel, like she should, which you should have came in there with a Canvas Beauty t-shirt on, since you such a marketing guru, but you were too busy trying to show off and show Mel that you got the juice now, that you want to show up with this driver. Melda could give a good John Brown about what the hell you got going on, because she got her own shit going on. She doing the motherfucker by herself. So Mel comes in, she sits down, and Stormy begins to rag on Mel about how they not doing, she feels like their relationship went left, and this, that, and the third. And Mel was like, she was very clear and cut and dry. She said, listen, I went through this whole situation with Tisha and her mama, and I just don't want to be dealing with another mama that doesn't like me, period. It is what it is. So whether you're an innocent bystander and all of that, and she even said to Stormy, she was like, I don't think that you believe in what your mother is saying. But Mel even asked her, she was like, so what were your thoughts before your mother even, well, how long has your mother been feeling like this? Because it seems like she's been feeling like this before me and you even became friends. So Mel must have become privy to those old tweets that Betty Kruger had out there on Twitter, allegedly, talking trash about Mel. But Stormy says, my mother, she didn't even like my husband. Like, she don't even like my aunt, and that's her own sister. Like, she don't like anybody that, wants to get close to me, or whatever the case may be. And here's the thing, let me pause you, Stormy. Melody don't want to get close to you, girl. She has no need to be close to you. I think that's what Stormy's problem is. She has a problem that Mel is not impressed or pressed to be around her because she's successful. Now, yes, birds of a feather always want to flock together, right? Right? So if Mel was around her, it wasn't because she was, trying to be like her or whatever. It's more of, hey, I want to be around successful people because that's what I aspire to be. That's what I am. But it doesn't necessarily mean I want to copy them or I want to kiss their ass. So, Stormy, I don't know if that's your Leo energy coming out where you think that somebody should ride your asshole, but that's not what Mel is doing. Mel is a go-getter in her own right. So, I don't know what you were expecting out of this. So Stormy sits there and cries a river, talking about, basically trying to come down on Mel, talking about Mel ain't doing, Mel still wasn't calling. And I understand that, that's your process. And okay, so if you understand that that's her process, she just told you that your mother is weird as fuck and she's not trying to be dealing with your mama and her drama. Why would you pop your lips, your liver lips, to say, yeah, I just feel like Mel is just in her confessional. Mel is just really passive aggressive and she just doesn't want to deal with issues head on. Are you dumb as a box of rocks? You are not the sharpest knife in the drawer. The lady just fucking told your dumb ass that she doesn't want to deal with you and she's sorry that it's like that, but because of your mama. And clearly, you're not going to do anything to control her because you sat there and said, I can't control my mother. So guess what? You can't control your mother, but guess who I can control? Ha ha. If I'm Melody, I can control me. So when I can control me, I'm going to keep me out of this bullshit with you and your raggedy ass mama. Because I done told your dumb ass I dealt with this before. So why the hell would I knowingly know that your mother is sitting up here coming for me? Why? I'm not that pressed to be your friend, sis. You can roll up in whatever car you want. You can come up here in a Maserati, a Rolls Royce. Hell, get you a Bentley. I don't give a damn. Because I'm going to jump in my G-Wagon. I'm going to get the fuck on out of here and do what I got to do. I'm going to go home and pack my orders and I'm going to live my life like it's golden. Without you. Because Khadijah don't need you. Okay? Period. I don't need you. So tell me again why I should be pressed to be your friend. What were you looking? Let me ask y'all something. Because I was actually, there were people that tweeted saying, yeah, Mel is passive aggressive. Like, yeah, or whatever. And like, Stormy is right. Like, why Mel don't even want to deal with situations. What the fuck did you think Mel was supposed to say? What would Mel have said in that moment that made these pick-me's that just obviously just don't like her? Because that's just a comment or that's commentary from people that just don't like somebody. She was very clean, cut, and dry by saying, your mother is a problem. Stormy was very clear, cut, and dry when she said, I'm not going to correct my mother. So why the hell am I going to sit there and subject myself to your obvious bullshit? What did you want Mel to say, Stormy? What would have made you feel comfortable? If you ask me, you the passive aggressive one, because Mel even said, Stormy was like, I feel like you don't want to deal with issues. And Mel was like, well, if I didn't want to deal with issues, I wouldn't have had the tea party where your mother basically told me how she feels, and I wouldn't be sitting here with you. So, Stormy, who's passive aggressive? It's actually you. It's you. Because at the tea party, everybody got together and everybody was cool. Kiki and Tiffany, which we ain't seen. Don't think you're slick on. I seen that, okay? Seen it. Kiki and Tiffany came together at Mel's house. They patched things up. But then you swoop in to cause more drama. Because you're passive fucking aggressive. Okay? So stop. I don't care how many rolls of sage, how many bowls you twist the stick around in. Get the stick out of your ass. That's what you need to do. Because your storylines are not sticking. So you're trying to see wherever you can put yourself so that you can be relevant. And at the end of the day, you're not. Let me tell y'all some real shit. Courtney is more interesting than Stormy. To me, her husband is way more interesting than her. Why? Because Courtney is real. I believe that every reaction that Courtney has had once he's been on this show is 100% real. He's not trying to attract anybody's attention. He's being himself. He really is. He's a hardworking man. He's a good father. He's a good husband. I really appreciate Stormy and Courtney being on the show just because of Courtney. Because they are the only example, them and Tiffany and Lewis, of a positive Black couple relationship. That's it. Stormy wants to come on here and create all this drama and do the damn most so that she can be seen. But in actuality, that's not going to get your popularity vote up, sis. It's really making people sick and tired of your bullshit. Because you're just making up shit. You're making up reasons to have a problem with Mel. And you think you're slick. We noticed that you really realize me having a problem with Mel isn't going to work because actually Mel isn't giving me the get up and go that I need her to give me for this storyline to actually stick. So I'm going to go ahead over here and have a problem with the Scotts over this $100 that we're going to talk about at the end of the episode. Yeah. Why is it that you feel like you have to create drama with people in order for you to be interesting? You got enough drama in your damn warehouse. Talk about them orders that you're not getting out. And just a side note, Courtney's mother, that's a bad mama jamma right there. I need to know how old Courtney's mama is because homegirl is smoking. And I mean that in the best way possible. Now that's a mama that I want to see because she's attractive, she's positive, and she ain't full of the bullshit. I don't see her hanging out with Betty Kruger. I don't. That lady right there is Foxy Brown fine, okay? But let's move on. Now we have everybody at the Black Expo. Tisha comes in here. You know, she had on her all jean outfit, which I'm going to give it to Tisha. One thing I can say, Tisha is an attractive, beautiful Black woman. She's dumb as hell, but she's very attractive. She really is. But Tisha, I don't know why you traded in ruby slippers for the white toe pinchers that you wore with this outfit. Baby, the white kitten heels, they wasn't doing that outfit any justice. And then the jean, I understand monochromatic, the whole idea behind that. Because your girl loves to put an outfit together, okay, when I'm not on the camera. But baby, them white shoes. Look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes. They didn't go with that outfit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The white toe pinchers was not the way to go with your jean outfit. But you know what? From the ankles up, you did them up. You did good. You look real cute, girl. You're looking like the bomb. Okay. But the white toe pinchers, that's a no. Mm-hmm. That's a no. But moving on. So Tisha comes in, Marceau comes in. He didn't really obviously notice how beautiful Tisha looked. He was like, "Oh, you look nice, babe," and said hello to her, but he wasn't really excited about it until Martell and his creepy ass came in there looking at Tisha's ass. Now Tisha is built like a brick house in this scene. I don't know if she got some more sucked from around her waist again. Because allegedly, because that's what Martell says she does all the time. She has these little, surgeries all the time. But hey, I don't know. I'm not the doctor and I'm not the person giving it up. But I never seen her in the gym. But so whatever. Maybe she eating right. But moving on. Who said BBL number 2? I saw that out the corner of my eye. Miss B, now I'm gonna give you a little, but that's damn funny. Okay. It's giving BBL number 2. Both of y'all, I'm gonna put baby in the corner because y'all are We're gonna get into these comments in a minute. But like, so we end up having Marceau come in, Martell, Kimmy, and Maurice. And then later on, we have Stormy and Courtney. So before Stormy and Courtney get there, Tisha breaks it to everybody that Mel is not coming. Okay. So Martell is like, I just feel like, Mel is doing this whole situation with us in this battle, this court case shouldn't keep her from coming. Are you fucking dumb? This ratatouille face ass nigga irks my last nerve. Ratatouille, what is your fucking problem? Why do you think that it's okay for Mel to be around you? I don't want to be around you when you sitting up here. You are a fuck nigga, okay? You think I'm gonna be around you and you trying to take my kids away from me? Are you kidding me? I don't even want to film this show with your dog ass, okay? And ooh, just imagine if she knew at this point with him and his gator mouth, which I want to say this, y'all. Whenever you hear somebody say gator mouth, you know where it originated. I'm the one that started saying that first. Period. But moving on. His gator mouth ass concubine, okay, in the words of Mel, over here doing what y'all doing with videos. And y'all, ooh, I cannot wait to see how this pans out. Because it's alleged that Mel got some top tier lawyers on this situation. So you are definitely going to pay for this one. When you keep poking the bear too many times, it's going to come and pounce on you. And it's time to get your pouncing, sir. You got away with it too much. The OWN network has let him get away with all this stuff, talking about how handsome he is in a suit and all this. Carlos King can't save you from this one, buddy. No, he cannot. He cannot. I can't wait. But moving on. He continued. Yes, Linda Gamble. What's up, Linda Gamble? They going to jail. They going to jail. Hey, they going to jail. And that's exactly what they doing. Okay? So moving on. Martell acts like he is like, appalled that Mel couldn't come. I do like the fact that Tisha kind of sort of tried to make sense of it with Mel. She was like, listen, and Mel also said it's just a little bit too soon with all the stuff that's going. Yeah, you called her a devil in a dress. Basically, devil in sheep's clothing. Exactly what you said. You said she had a dark heart, Tisha. Why the hell do you think that I am sitting up here reveling and trying to help you do anything? Because this whole event was trash. We're going to get into that. So why do you think that I'm going to be jumping at the bit to be coming to help you do anything? The way that y'all treated Mel, I would not help y'all do. I would not even help y'all unscrew the top off of a can. Please believe that. Mm-hmm. Please believe that. There is no way. So then Maurice is upset because Mel isn't coming. Let me tell y'all why they all upset, because this is just a whole bunch of bullshit. They're mad because Mel has the consistent fan base. That's what it is. And they know that if Mel comes, all of her fans are going to come because she has the most supportive fan base of all of them. And that's just the truth. Her fans buy her products. They protect her, they windmill for her. Her fans are probably second to none to the Beehive, okay? And that's just True T. Shout out to True T. I love her channel, y'all. She is funny as hell, okay? Funny as hell. Y'all got to go subscribe to her if you haven't. But moving on. It's just True T. Everybody loves Mel that watches this show. People can identify with her story. People can, they really, it's just a fact. It's just a fact. She has the most consistent fan base, okay? And people can identify with her personality. Melody has a very bubbly personality, and the reality is people love her, okay? Shout out to Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. Y'all, Michelle is on every single live. She supports me every single time in comments. Shout out to you, Michelle. I love you. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Michelle says, happy Sunday, Shay Renee. Thank you so, so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. So, yeah. So, listen, it is what it is. That's why they wanted her to be there. They wanted her to come because simply they don't have a fan base that's going to buy anything from them. Period. And Stormy comes in with Courtney. And so now Maurice is feeling better because he's like, oh, okay, I feel a little bit better that Stormy is there. They really think that Stormy is about to be their knight in shining armor. And she's going to save this show. And her fan base is going to, or the people that buy her products. Hell, I see more people complaining about the products they not getting than the products that's working on their hair. But obviously the stuff is working for somebody because she's been in business for quite some time and people are still buying it. I will say that the hair oil, if your scalp can take it, something in that cayenne pepper that she puts in there, it does work. It helps my hair grow. So I can't talk trash to girl's product. She has a very good product. So I'm not going to trash Stormy's business. Obviously, she didn't become a multimillionaire because she's out here making some bullshit for years, okay? But she is, as a person, full of crap. It is what it is. And she's fame hungry. She wants to be famous. And it's just not going to work for her like that. So moving on, everybody is talking about this expo. Tisha, let me tell you something. I have a business where I make fresh juices, sea moss gels, teas. Some of you have bought products from me. Shout out to, I think Michelle has ordered from me. Eliza Triplet has ordered from me. Angie has ordered from me, one of my mods. I appreciate everybody. That's just off the top of my head that has ordered from me. I appreciate y'all. www.shayrenee.net. That's where all my products are. But I say all of that to say I have done vendor tables, right? So when they send you the information for the vendor table, they tell you what size the tables are and how much space you have. Obviously, Tisha didn't do that. So you can pretty much, when you are setting up vending events, and I have a friend that does vending events. So she will say, okay, for your products, you get an 8-inch table, right? And this is how much it costs. If you get a 12-inch table, this is how much it costs. If you have a bigger business like Canvas Beauty or something like that. For these vending events, it's different prices for different sizes of tables. But why? Because they have went around and measured the space or actually set tables up to see what they can sell the event space for. Tisha and Marceau didn't do that. It sounds like it's really a money grab to me. They sat up there and just took people's money because, first of all, y'all were struggling for the longest time to get any money in that damn GoFundMe or whatever you had on your Instagram page. I think for the longest, they only had somebody give up $100. Now, my thing is, if y'all got as much money as y'all say y'all do, why didn't y'all donate more money just to give it traction to get people to give more money? That lets me know that y'all ain't got no damn money. That's why you living in an apartment. And why can't we talk more about that? This was just a very unorganized situation. And that's another reason why they wanted Mel to be a part of it. Because they wanted her to basically put this thing together properly. Because they clearly didn't. Okay? So moving on, everybody talks about the event. It's not going to be organized. It's trash. And of course, they continue to talk about Tisha's ass. And even Stormy was distracted by her ass. I'm like, child, if you don't go put another stick in a bowl and stop it, because you being a stick in the mud right about now. Moving on. So, child, we ain't really going to talk about this too much. Maurice goes to play basketball with Maurice Jr. Now, again, he's in here basically telling Monster, from what I'm getting, he's telling Maurice Jr. how much he don't have to listen to, he really don't have to listen to Kimmy. Because basically, he's talking about yeah, and you got to do your chores and you got to do this. And yeah, you beat me in this basketball game, but you got to beat me again for me to take you out to dinner. And yeah, we probably need to hang out more and do more stuff. Basically, Maurice, spend time with your damn son. That's all it is. Spend time with your son. Maurice Jr. looked like he was having a good time spending time with his dad without his dad sitting up here lecturing him every 5 minutes. Um, Child, just don't keep his braces on as long as coleslaws. Moving on, because that scene, I mean, I get it. It's cute. Take care of your son. All right, that's all we got to do. Take care of your son. And if you can't, send his ass back to Detroit with damn Kiowa. Moving on. With Kumquat. That's what we're going to call her. Because that's the only thing we know how to spell correctly outside of her. Because can't nobody spell her damn name right. Can't nobody spell her damn name right. Moving on. So Courtney is talking to his fine ass mama. Okay? Courtney's mama. You better step, Miss Courtney's mama. Okay? I don't know if she using some 7th Avenue. What's her name? Shelly Beasley. Shelly. Oh, Shelly. Shelly looking like the bomb. Okay? I'm loving Shelly. We need to, if you want, Carlos King, if you want to have mamas on the show, first of all, don't think we don't notice that you ain't been showing Mama Van. Okay? Because Mama Van said that she done recorded some scenes. You ain't showing them. You don't want to show positive moms. I don't know how Shelly snuck in, but Shelly is bad. That's a bad bitch right there. Okay? But Shelly sits down and talks to her son. And shout out to bad mamas all over the world, y'all, because I just love me a nice Black woman that keeps herself up, that's older, and just doing the thing, just showing a picture of health and how the melanin is always popping. Okay? Always popping. All right. Moving on. So Shelly is sitting down and she is talking to Courtney, and she's saying, you know, they're basically having a conversation about his business, how he's a hard worker. He's done all these amazing things, but you know, talking about how she didn't have her dad in her life and he didn't have his father in his life, and she feels like that may be affecting him with Stormy in their relationship, and how he has certain views about things because of the fact that he didn't have his father in his life. And he begins to get emotional. He was like, you know, my father wasn't there to teach me how to play basketball, because Courtney was apparently a basketball star in his heyday. And that's actually how they got the money to start the Canvas Beauty business, because he was overseas playing basketball, and they make a lot of money doing that. So he had a huge investment in his wife. So he's obviously heavily invested in the success of this business, because he was a big part of the onset of its, you know, the growth of the business, or its onset. So he begins to get emotional talking about, you know, they began talking about the possibility of having another child, and his feelings on that, why he doesn't want to have a surrogate, and then, you know, him not really wanting to see Stormy the way that he saw her when she was really sick, and all those different things. And he just has his own emotions about parenthood, period, where he's not going to have his children experience what he experienced with his father growing up. And I can understand that. And I can appreciate Courtney for being the hardworking man that he is, and really wanting to change the trajectory of his children's lives, his son's life right now, because he wants to show him love. And I see Courtney there with the little boy more than Stormy is. Like, I see him nurturing that little boy. I think it's very much so 50-50 with both of them and their parental care of their son. And that little boy, Chess, is very much so loved. Very much so loved. So, you know, kudos to Courtney for being able to show his emotions, really show how much he really loves his wife, and how he's really there for her, and how much he really feels about showing his feelings about being a parent, and how the struggles of parenting, but how he wants it to be a positive experience for his son Chess, and potentially any other children that they may have, which it don't seem like he really done joined the bandwagon and having no more damn children. But moving on, we are at the Black Expo. Okay. Expo. Now y'all know I know how to talk. It's Expo, but Tisha been calling it an Expo. Okay. So Tisha comes in with her wig and her green jacket, and they're walking around, and the coordinator, the person that's helping her coordinate the event, she just is dumb as hell. She's like, yeah, you know, and I didn't want to turn anybody away. You know, it's been more people calling. We have 25 tables sold. And Tisha like, girl, where's we gonna fit 25 tables in here? Hello? Where is the 25 tables gonna fit? We should have got a bigger place. Like, what? What are you talking about? So she's looking around. They gonna be stuff like a pack of sardines in this place, because I don't know how they gonna get 25 vendors in this place. It's not looking like it's gonna happen. So homegirl done accepted all these people. She's damn dumb. She don't know what she's doing. Shout out to Linda Gamble. Linda Gamble says 94 likes and 171 in the chat. Come on, y'all, like the video, please, and thank you. Please, please, please like the video. Come on, let me give y'all some encouragement.
Yeah. Work, 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 work. See me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, be murder, da, 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 da. Try me, I deserve. Let the devil lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touch me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. So homegirl is telling her about all the vendors. Shout out to everybody. That's 171 people here. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all so much. I so appreciate each and every person that watches my videos, comments, and engages with me. I appreciate y'all. So y'all, now Tisha goes over and talks to Stormy. Now Stormy got a whole club lounge worth of space over here. Like, Stormy, like, listen, not for nothing, but I know I'm gonna be the biggest brand in here. So it's like, I mean, this is how we do it. This is how we do it, okay? I'm gonna be over here with this big ass couch that nobody's gonna sit on, okay? With my products, looking like we about to pop bottles in the club with this display that I have going on over here. Like, what do you mean? I'm Canvas Beauty. Like, what? And Tisha like, and homegirl over here, like, this could have been 3 tables, the way she got it set up. And I'm like, girl, you didn't have no guidelines. And Stormy was like, yeah, you didn't tell us how this is supposed to be set up. Nothing. Like, what did you expect? Like, seriously. So before this, Stormy is talking to her mother-in-law. And apparently Courtney couldn't be there because he had to go and ship some orders or whatever. I guess they had some of their big box stores that obviously they feel like take precedence over the people that place orders directly with their company. The big box stores had orders that needed to get out. So Courtney was out making sure that happened. And the mama was there to help. Mama Sheila was there to help. Shelly. And she said, you know, you can have confidence in your team and Courtney, they're going to all get it done. And Stormy is standing there like, oh my God, I don't know why I took this on. Like, I really should be there helping my team to get our products out, because it's like, I'm over here doing this shit for free. I don't really need to be doing this. I need to be at my warehouse really getting the big bucks. Okay. But let me just say this. Stormy, you are there to set up because y'all are, I don't know if it's you and the Scotts put this together where y'all like, okay, so now we gonna be mad at each other, okay, because it ain't working out with us being mad at Mel because she not participating. She doesn't care. So we gonna have to just go ahead and have some drama amongst each other. So this is how we gonna create it. I'm gonna come over to you and I'm gonna complain about the $100 that you didn't pay me. Anybody with 2 ears and 2 eyes to see could see that was some BS. Marceau coming over. Either you real hard up for money or that was just fake. That was so fake to me because apparently somebody paid $350 for a table. Tisha talked about with the coordinator lady that she was working with. She was like, yeah, they have a space and it's 300. They paid their 350, their 325 or 350, something like that. So if somebody else already has paid you 300 and something dollars, why is Stormy giving up $100? And she probably took up the most space than anybody. That don't even make any sense. So that just gives me very much fake. So of course, Tisha is talking to Stormy. She's talking about how beautiful her display is and all this, that, and the third. Then in comes Marcel talking about, did you get the $100 from Stormy? She was like, well, no, because I thought that they weren't paying for their space. Like, Chocolate in a Bottle didn't pay for their spot, or whatever. What she say? Black or whatever, their restaurant, I guess, didn't pay for a space. He's like, well, Black just has kind of paid for a lot of this. Like, we've already pretty much paid for the space. So it's like, we're already paying for it, so we don't need to pay for a table. Sir, is Maurice paying for credit one or credit whatever to have a space? Is Martell paying for Inez wine that ain't nobody gonna be able to buy while they're there? Please. Okay. But moving on, he's like, no, we need to go ahead and collect that money. So he goes over to, and Tisha was like, well, if you won't get it, you better go ahead and get it yourself, because I'm not dealing with that. Because Tisha like, listen, I don't want to deal with the voodoo priestess that is Stormy. She might have a damn doll with my name on it, with my booty and my jeans that I had on the other day, and stick a pin in them. And I don't need this last surgery to blow up. So listen, you go ahead this conversation, because I ain't got time. So Marcel goes over there and he's like, hey Stormy, this looks really, really good. You did a great job. Like, did you have a chance to send your $100 over? What? Stormy is like, why are you just now saying something about $100? You have lost your ever loving mind. She's like, because that's real, that's like some real broke shit or whatever. Like, you coming over here talking about some $100. Like, you should have been asking me for that. Like, the fuck? I would have been offended if I was Stormy too. And he's like, well, I know you got it. Like, it ain't no thing. She's like, Stormy was really more so like, it's not about whether I have it or not, or the principle. It's just, that's not how you do business. Like, that's real jacked up that you're going to ask me for $100, and I've been here all this time. You'd have had me come in to pretty much save this situation so that you can have some bodies coming in the building, and you're going to ask me for $100? You got to be shitting me. Okay? So Stormy gonna read Marceau and his hips down to the ground in the next episode. Okay, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see it. Okay, let's get into some of y'all comments before we get on up out of here. I'll be back later to talk about sisters. So yeah, we'll be back on later. Michael F says, I think Maurice is jealous of his son. I think so too, because even in their conversation, he was like, you know what, I'm treating you like, you're growing up during my time. Like, I'm saying to you the same things that was said to me. And I'm, parenting you the way I was parented back in my day. And I had to work 2 jobs. Marceau had 3 jobs. This is a totally different day and age and time. And I'm like, duh, no shit, Sherlock. Why would you even be sitting up here trying to parent this boy the same way you were parented? Obviously it didn't work, because you still dumb. Shan says, exactly. Miss Shelley should definitely replace Petty Betty. For sure. Okay? For freaking sure. Miss Ann says, Destiny and Wanda were at the Expo. Child. Don't nobody want to see dusty ass, dirty ass Destiny. I can't stand her. Her attitude is just so funky and stank-a-dank. I can't. Queen T says, he messy, don't want the positive moms on the show. No, he doesn't. And Carlos gonna get his ass fired. Mark my words. He gonna get his ass fired off of the OWN network, because they gonna see all the toxicity that he's bringing to the show, and they don't like that. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville, the viewership is just falling and falling every single week, and I know ain't nobody watching Love and Marriage Detroit. Put in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you're actually watching. No, put a D in the chat if y'all are watching Love and Marriage Detroit. I just want to see how many D's we get in the chat. Put a D in the chat if you watching Love and Marriage Detroit. I personally am not watching it. I only watched the first episode, and when I saw the first episode, I was like, it's a no for me, dog. Now, Bell Collective, I have been watching. Okay, and Love and Marriage DC, I will watch only because it's the hometown. But even that, last season it was better than first season, because Monique and Chris was on there faking, and they damn getting a divorce now. And Monique, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna talk about this too long. Homegirl gonna see that the grass is not greener on the other side, because men, if they smart, has seen how she acts on TV, and if they ain't got no money for her, they gonna see that she's a gold digger right off top. And Monique is beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. But men nowadays have the pick of the litter. They don't want to deal with a woman that has a stank ass attitude and want to control them and tell them what to do. They can do that themselves. They can go and find somebody that they can control, or someone that is willing to give them positive energy. Monique and her essential oils and her crystals, I don't know if that's going to work for a man that's successful. She needed to go on and stay with Chris, old country bumpkin ass, but that's just my opinion. But girl, if you unhappy, move on. Move on. But I mean, honestly, in my opinion, she's not a prize to me. She really isn't. Sorry. Don't say it too much, or Carlos might take Shelly off the show because she's so positive and nice. Yeah, and I would hate to see that, because she's a beautiful woman and I love her energy. I would love to see her and Miss Van hanging out together. I appreciate his mom for being positive, for sure. Chess is a cutie. That little boy is so adorable. He really, really is. And he got his daddy's eyes too. Shan says real husband-ish. That's what they should be showing on this show. Right. Love and Marriage Huntsville. They need to call it I Hate Marriage in Huntsville. That's what they need to call it. Queen T says yes. Is that my sis Miss B in the building, y'all? If you have not subscribed to Miss B's channel, if you don't go on the head over there and go ahead and do that. She has an amazing podcast with a beautiful, beautiful trio of women that are up there with her. It is amazing. So go on over there, subscribe to Miss B's channel. You're not gonna regret it. At Lady B, or try to make his mother seem ratchet. Right. Queen T says Expo. That's exactly how she said it. I think Chess looks like his grandma. Yeah, he does. He is super, super cute. Miss B, the Expo was not Expo. It wasn't. I hope y'all putting y'all D's in the chat for if y'all watching Love and Marriage Detroit. Child, can we hurry up and get past this? And so tired of hearing Expo. I don't know what to do. Right. I'm so glad it's over, child. Linda Gamble had y'all on point, 94 likes and 171 in the chat. I hope that has increased since then. Okay. That Expo, Patricia T says that Expo is giving low vibration. Child, yes. Plates and vendor tables. Okay, plates and vendor tables. Shan says, notice now it's tables before it was vendor booths. Right. Vendor booths are like what Stormy had, right? Now y'all got people with tables. It's a fool. This is such a fool, okay? Dean S says, did you notice when Stormy kept saying Expo? Yeah, and Stormy is shady as fuck. She thinks she's slick. She was making fun of Tisha. Because I feel like Stormy probably feel away, because I think Tisha was relabeling those Canvas Beauty products in the last episode. She was relabeling Canvas Beauty products and putting her product label on it. And that's just shady. And production, you think you slick that we didn't notice that y'all want to film that. Mm-hmm. Did you notice when Stormy kept saying S? Yes. Ms. Reese says, I like coming in. Yes, please. Thank you so much. I'm glad. Listen, y'all need to act like Ms. Reese and like the video as you come on. It's like what most content creators say. What they say is like turning the light on when you come into the room, right? Virgo Energy says that coordinator was a moron, in my opinion. Where is that done? Normal expos always know exactly how many tables, booths, stalls they have, and usually stop selling spaces at least a week before the event. Absolutely. Unless they haven't sold out. But at minimum, they know exactly how many tables and booths can fit in a given space. You have to know that, because you have to be able to, you have to design the space around all the people that are coming. And you want to make sure that they have space for, one, for them to display their products, and two, for the consumers to walk around and be able to talk to all the vendors. Shan says that's also why they wanted Mel. They know she would have come with a team of professionals, period. And they would have known that all of that would have been set up to a T, okay? Mrs. Tanita's room says Expo is short for exposition. A show in which industrial goods, works of art, etc. are shown to the public. Just passing the info along. Yes, you better go ahead with the definition, sis. Dean S says at Miss Ann, so when did the beef start? Because she was just hugging her at the walkthrough. Child. Mm-mm-mm. Miss Ann at Dean S. Stormy is trying to find beefs. Yeah, I think she is because she sees that the male situation is not going to work. So, and her mother, nobody's interested in her and her drama. So she's trying to find a way. So I guess with the Scots is where she gonna go. Team Mel, she isn't for the mess and drama, and I'm here for it 100%. Patricia D says it's fake beef. I agree. Queen T says, oh my God. Ms. Reese says, annoying. Shan says, sounds like he's the driver and delivering the orders to the retailers. Yeah, right in that damn Rose voice. Okay. That's probably what he delivering all the stuff in. That Rose voice that Stormy tried to show up and impress Mel with, and she didn't give a damn. Okay. Dean S says, just like Stormy thought she was so special, that Mel should be calling her during her downtime. Yeah. Like you said in that meeting, yeah, and I understand that you need to take a breather and, you take a break after filming. So if you understand that, what made you think that you were so special that I'm still going to be calling you? What the hell are we talking about? Unless you asking me to come over here and help you, show you how I box my orders up and get them out on time, because that's what Mel do. She don't have a backlog of orders. You do. So unless you need me to come over here and show you how to get it done, what are we talking about? Because you got shit to do, sis. You got work to do. You got work to do. You got orders to pack. You got orders to pack. You got orders to pack. Whoa, girl, get it out. Get the orders out, okay? Word on the curve, Stormy's warehouse will shut down. What? Now, see, I ain't for messing up nobody coin, child, okay? I hope she get that together. If Melody had been there, they would have been mad at the product she would have been selling. Right. They would have been so blown. And my thing is, so Tisha, you want Mel to be there, but you couldn't even say her business name when y'all was at that meeting. You went around the table so smooth. Yeah, and Maurice will have credit one. Martell will have Inez wine. We'll have black and chocolate in the bottle. Mel will have all her little ventures that she's doing. Oh, but you wanted me to be here to save the day and be Captain Save your whole ass. But you couldn't even say my business name when we were over here brainstorming about the business. Yeah, don't play with me. Ms. Reese says, so fake. Patricia T says, Mel is very smart. She wasn't going to attach her brand to these scammers, as she shouldn't. Okay, let's skip on down. Sexy over 60. Oh, I love it. Okay. Was I the only one that thought that Stormy's husband's mother was his sister? Girl, they say black don't crack. I guess that single mother raising them kids worked for her. She's beautiful. Yes, she is. How I see it, TV, that's part of it. Dean S says, Brandon, Christina, and Anthony are ruining the Detroit show for me. Yeah, I can't do Detroit. It's a no for me, dog. Miss B says, the way Martell had Tisha grinning about them tight pants and white shoes, child. And Martell is the last person that she need to be grinning at, okay? DC says, why was is it Lytel seemed so sad that Mel wasn't going to participate in the expo? Because he wanted to see her. He's an idiot. He thinks that he should be able to terrorize Mel as much as he wants, and she should still want to be around him. That's that toxic relationship that he's built with Gatormouth, aka Ariane Curry. Okay, he has created that relationship with her where she's so pressed to be in his presence and so pressed to be around him that she allows him to do any and everything. She believes everything this man says. You could see her talking about all this stuff. She acts like she knows so much, like she was literally in the room with these people. But all she's doing is listening to whatever information Martell lies and brings back to her. And she takes it as law. But the law is about to be laid down on her. And she ain't gonna know what to do. And she ain't got no money to get no damn lawyers. If those were Stormy products, Tisha relabeling, when she sued, Stormy would be implemented. Maybe that's why Tisha was relabeling on camera, because she knew people was going to catch it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But I just see that being some new thing that they're trying to, have a beef about, y'all. Ms. Reese is watching Love and Marriage Detroit. Chanel Roberson is watching it. Lady B is watching it. Bougie by Nature is watching it. Yeah, y'all gotta tell me about it because I'm sorry. I can't. I cannot do it. Ms. Wynn says, love your review, Shay. I tried watching the Detroit show, but couldn't. Yeah, I tried too. And thank you so much, Ms. Wynn. I appreciate you. I couldn't do it either, child. It's just it's too much. It's too much toxicity. Like, I feel like now here's the thing. Everybody says, oh, well, if it wasn't any drama, you wouldn't watch it. Okay, everybody needs a little drama here and there, but when your whole show is based around like every relationship is messed up, at least with Love and Marriage Huntsville, we get even though Stormy is trifling, her relationship isn't jacked up. Like her and Courtney genuinely love each other. You can see that. Tiffany and Lewis genuinely love each other. Like you can see that. So all the relationships aren't negative. Unfortunately, the main characters are negative, but we have some balance here, right? Carlos, all of those marriages are jacked up. Every single one. I don't want to see that. I need balance when I'm watching my reality TV. And that's just what it is. Like, people think that people only want to see 100% drama. I didn't see that growing up. My parents have been married for all of my years. I'll be 38 on July 20th, okay? My parents will be married for 30. They've been married for 38 years as of May this year. My husband's parents have been married for 45 years. My uncles and aunts. I've only seen marriages growing up. I wasn't around a bunch of single moms or single dads. I saw positive marriages, which bred me to get into a, I guess, positive marriage because that's all I saw. You're a product of your environment in some situations, and some people do the work to change their environment to make sure that that happens for them. I don't want to see all this negativity on TV. I really just don't. I'm over it. That's why I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch none of those stupid shows. I don't. That's just me. I don't, kudos to anybody that does, but I just don't. That ain't for me. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, please, because we are on the road to 5,000, okay? And we need to get there quickly. Let's get on the incline. Share with your friends and tell them go and subscribe on the way in, okay? Comment if you're on the replay game. Comment on the video. It helps to also get it out in the algorithm. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate each and every individual that watches my show and rocks with me. Y'all, I love y'all long time. Until next time, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Peace out.